We are back with all of our drivers already prepared to take on the last round of racing today. 30 minutes in front of us. All of them will have to stop for a little bit of fuel in that sip and go that we normally see in this last round, and all of our viewers as well spectating and thinking who will end in the top four for that GHA jackpot. Good luck to all of you taking on that GHA jackpot. Remember to visit allgratefulhearts.org. You can see it there on the top of the screen. And it's going to be interesting to see what happens between Jonathan Alvarez, Jesus Sicilia, David Perez again in the mix. And I don't know if this is going to end in a killing spree from the drivers in the front or the drivers in the middle. But in any of the cases, we already had a little bit of contact. Let's see what happens in front. The drivers are about to start. Jesus Sicilia, we already have a green flag. They are going full throttle for the start.
And there's a driver already out with
contact in there. Don't know exactly what happened, but it seems like the car of Marcos Calvo was stuck in the finish line or the start. On this occasion, the start for the race. Jonathan Alvarez staying very close to David Perez. Heart-to-heart international in front with Jesus Sicilia. Number 8, David Perez with Alca Products second. Jonathan Alvarez making motion pictures of the number 34. Chasing the number 19 in David Perez. Very close again is Adrián Baeza, Víctor Lobato, and Aitor Cajide. Aitor Cajide with our new sponsor making its debut with us. The Emmanuel School of India with the Care Foundation. Very glad to have them with us today.
And a lightning start for Jesus Sicilia up front with already quite a bit of an advantage over David Perez.
Aitor being able to defend himself in front of Jose Manuel Sicilia, brother of Jesus Sicilia. Another very fast driver, and there we go. Juan Jose Sanchez making the pass on Jose Manuel, Sicilia. Juan Jose Sanchez making the overtake. That future Nissan car stay in front, and this is a difficult situation right now for Jose Manuel Sicilia, being chased by Victor de la Fuente with Ocean Landing, as well as Sergio Real with Galindo Northern. Both of them in a two-wide situation right now. Victor de la Fuente to the left, being able to finish out of the track is Sergio Real. I'm sorry to say, but he went out of the track. Not exactly sure what happened there, but he's staying alive, and now the move is very compressed, almost 3 wide.
Yeah, that's a cluster of cars very close together, and 2 of them went off-road.
4 drivers in a diamond formation approaching Murray's corner. Jose Manuel Sicilia, number 5, still keeping himself in front, and we got lots of action behind. Yashar Nohi, the number 7, holding off Alberto Toribio Garcia. Number 7, Darlene Plumley, CPA in the car of Yashar Nohi. Alberto Toribio Garcia trying to make the overtake, or at least showing his car a little bit, and let's see what happens with the group behind, because it's getting hot in here in Mount Panorama, Bathurst, Australia.
Yashar has taken advantage of the chaos that was in front of him and has won like 4 places in that first lap.
Being able to stay in front is Yashar Nohi, Darlene Plumley, CPA in his car. The Red Rock Chocolate Factory with Alberto Toribio Garcia chasing the number 3. Trying to do everything he can to stay there and to take advantage of the situation when it's possible to do so. And I don't know if it's going to happen, but I'm sure they're going to have a little bit of trouble when they go up and down this second sector of the track. Now going down, Alberto Toribio Garcia behind that Darlene Plumley CPA car of Yashar Nohi, the number 7, chased by the number 3.
David Perez remains within a second of Jesus Sicilia. On some parts of the racetrack, he's closer to him. The margin keeps varying, but he's 6-7 tenths of a second behind him. Jonathan Alvarez has not been able to push the envelope so as to stay closer to them, and he's being pressured by Adrián Baeza and Víctor Lobato. A very, very interesting development of the race. Remember that this is not a sprint. There's already this group forming of 4 cars battling for third.
I'm sure they have the feeling of the sprint, and we get a couple of drivers, lap drivers actually, mixing themselves with the drivers in front. If you, ladies and gentlemen, can see that top mini map on the top corner, right corner of the screen, you can differentiate the colors of those spots in the map, and right now we have blue mixed with the white, and that's quite a difficult situation for some of the drivers that are having to take on the second sector right now. Aitor Cajide with the Manual School of India doing a great job today is Aitor Cajide, the number 35 with that Manual School of India and the Care Foundation car.
There's 3 drivers that have bidded on those first laps. There are going to be lap traffic in no time. Those are Juan Carlos Molina in 38th place. We have Marcos Calvo as well, and the number 18 car with David Ceballo Martinez. Those 3 are lapping not very far away from Jesus Sicilia, and the race leader might encounter traffic way earlier than he would like.
24 minutes still in front of us. Jose Manuel Sicilia Sanchez approaching Juan Jose Sanchez. The number 5 approaching the number 4. Alpauto Paints approaching the future Nissan. And that's the fight right now. They've been exchanging positions already in this first 6 minutes of racing that we've already enjoyed, and nothing wrong apart from a little bit of a car stuck in there here and there from I think it was the car from Marcos Calvo that had a lot of trouble in the beginning of the race. Not exactly sure what happened, but it seems that the top 10 is behaving in a reasonable way still.
Yeah,
I think the temperature is going to rise for sure.
We've seen this battle for 7th with the lapped car just behind them. They have lost the contact with the top 6 drivers that are running within 3 seconds of the race leader. David Perez is the only one that is actually putting pressure on Jesus Sicilia, but then you have Jonathan Alvarez and Víctor Lobato and Aitor Cajide running car to car very closely as they dice for 3rd in this first few laps, and they are going to take a hard look at strategy and how they manage their tires, their fuel consumption. Remember that in the last few races we had some drivers had trouble at the end of these longer races trying to get the grip of the tires, and they lost positions as a result of that. So if they are way too throttle happy in some sections, they might pay for it later.
Yeah, you don't want to get too happy to end up too sad. Let's see what happens at the end with all of those, as you said, Adrián, throttle-happy drivers. Let's see what happens. Adrián Baeza doesn't seem to be one of them right now. That Be Social car, the number 16, chasing that Manual School of India Care Foundation car in front of him, driven by Aitor Cajide. The number 35, or at least that's the way I see it right now. It seems that the positions are going to update themselves in here. Let's see.
And this is a similar situation that to the one we had in the second race, that Baeza and Lobato are running behind David Perez and Jonathan Alvarez. They had the advantage later of the issues that the top 3 drivers had between themselves. and they crossed the line second and third with Lovato ahead of Baeza. So this time is Baeza ahead. Let's see what happens.
I thought the positions were flipped between Aitor and Jonathan. I don't know why, but I saw it like that for a second. I'm sorry because I lost the positioning there for a moment. That Manuel School of India car, it's hard for me to differentiate a little bit from the back with that Maven Motion Pictures car in front of him. But there we go. Jonathan Alvarez still third behind David Perez, being able to stay in the chase, and I don't know how it's going to go as we are getting to the first third of this 30-minute race.
And now Jonathan, we see he has a very classic line through that section, which is called Forest Elbow. Appropriately so, it really looks like an elbow, and he tried to maximize the exit as much as he could, even touching a little bit all the exit of the turn, which is very close, more than the drivers will. And but you have to do so in order to get the maximum speed possible down the Conrad Straight. And now the drivers use different approaches to get through there safely, or as quick as they think they can, to not lose the drivers in front. And Jonathan is actually getting closer and closer to David Perez as David Perez loses contact a little bit with Jesus Sicilia.
And we've already gone through the first third of the race. We already enter the 20-minute barrier. And we are seeing some of the drivers stopping in the pit lane. I'm not sure if they are having to for wrong reasons, or if they're going to because they want to get themselves out of the way in a strategical point of view. So Naturally Morty with Copop Radio, the number 17, is staying in front of that Bikini USA car as well, doing a very good job.
Juanjo Sanchez has been the first driver among the top 10 to make a pit stop. He was running in 9th position between Alberto Toribio and Sergio Real. And it is a bit early to make that stop. Well, he's chosen to do so as early as the first third of a race. Let's see what's the strategy from now on.
Could have gone tactical for him in that moment. Maybe he saw a lot of traffic in front of him, and it was a situation to take a fast decision in that lap, and that's what he did. I think it could play well for him. It just depends on what can happen in the next minutes.
If you have a lot of traffic ahead of you or slow drivers, it might be wise to make take that decision of beating earlier in order to make the undercut, or actually to enjoy some clean air and not being slowed by that traffic. So that might pay off for him when José Manuel Sicilia or Alberto Toribio get to the pit lane.
We are watching right now Aitor Cajida, number 35, with that Emmanuel School of India and the Care Foundation car, having great success today, right now in 6th place, and approaching the cars in front, and something is happening in front, and something has happened. Not quite sure, but we are seeing there that car from Victor Lovato in front with Brasco. Victor de la Fuente as well, approaching some drivers.
There is Lovato pressuring Baeza.
Very close together, these two drivers. And we are going to do a quick bit in Spanish as well, if you, ladies and gentlemen, don't mind. Y es que hemos estado viendo al principio de la carrera, ya las dos primeras rondas de carreras de hoy, cómo se ha ido calentando la cosa, y parece que por ahora se está manteniendo la temperatura con ligera ebullición. demasiado fuerte. Se ha visto en el principio de la carrera que Marcos Calvo ha tenido ahí un problema con alguien. No sabemos exactamente qué es lo que será, pero estoy seguro que van a haber varios pilotos que van a reportar, sin duda alguna.
Ha habido un cambio de posición al final del top 10. Ha perdido 2 puestos Alberto Toribio con Sergio Real y con Víctor de la Fuente. Estaba rodando por delante de ellos y ahora está por detrás, según el marcador de tiempo. Así que hay cambio también importante y que eso también podría beneficiar la estrategia que he comentado de Juanjo Sánchez cuando ha hecho esa parada temprana. El resto no debería tardar mucho en parar porque estamos acercándonos ya al ecuador de la carrera y es un buen momento para hacer detenciones, aunque de momento parece que los líderes continúan en pista.
Parece que hemos visto también un poco, que lo estábamos comentando en inglés, las situaciones de quitarse tráfico congestionado de delante. Esa parece que ha sido una de las opciones que hemos visto. No sé exactamente si ha sido Aitor Cajide o a qué conductores ha sido, pero se han tratado de zafar un poco del tráfico que le estaba, se puede decir, que se estaba generando ya. Y es que estamos viendo desde el principio de la carrera que por algunas situaciones o por otras sencillamente se están viendo entrelazados esos pilotos doblados. Ahora mismo estamos viendo a Nacho Limorti con Kill Pop Radio, el número 17, que está consiguiendo también tener un buen rendimiento. Se está manteniendo cerca del top 10, pero por ahora no consigue escalar en esas numeraciones. No sabemos si tiene todavía la parada hecha o no. El que todavía me estoy preguntando que ha entrado a hacer la parada, estoy pensando quién era. No sé si era David Gaya o quién era exactamente quien habíamos visto hace unos minutos parar, pero uno de los primeros pit stoppers, se puede decir, uno de los primeros sip and goers en la situación. Así que a ver cómo va evolucionando eso. Darle las gracias a nuestro sponsor de la semana y del evento, que es Kinetic by Windstream. Visitar windstream.com para comprobar sus servicios, y también recordar que podéis visitar allgratefulhearts.org para participar en las rifas que tenemos activas, y podéis llegar a ganar un Nissan Sentra del 2021 que se mandará a cualquier sitio del mundo, así como producto de Red Rock Chocolate Factory, de Healthy Nails RX, de Jellycraft, noches de hotel en Houston. En fin, una de cosas que las tienes que mirar y las tienes que comprobar en allgratefulhearts.org. Y al final de esta sesión se verán los números que compondrán la combinación de 6 para el GHA Jackpot, de la cual veremos que los 4 primeros corredores compondrán esos primeros 4 números y luego los 2 últimos se elegirán aleatoriamente. Así que mucha suerte a todos los que estéis participando en el GHA Jackpot, y recordaros que podéis ganar hasta $10.000. Mucha suerte. iRacing es la plataforma que estamos utilizando, y hasta 60 corredores que puedes llegar a ver correr en estas carreras. Hoy tenemos 43, nos estamos acercando y parece que vamos a llegar a ese tope, si sigue la cosa así, para el final de temporada. A ver si puede ser, porque me haría ilusión ver un poco la selva en la que se puede convertir. Hoy parece que la selva, entre comillas, está bastante controlada, con todas sus bestias en ella y todo lo que puede conllevar. Parece que está todo el mundo bastante controlado, bastante apaciguado el ambiente, pero no sé cómo va a llegar hasta el final, porque todavía tenemos proximidad entre conductores. David Pérez y Jonathan Álvarez, que están viajando más o menos juntos. Adrián Baeza, Víctor Lobato también estaban viajando bastante juntos. Aitor Cajide, que está perseguido por José Manuel Sicilia. Así que todavía nos quedan ahí unas cuantas cuestiones. También jugándose el top 3 están Sergio Real, Víctor de la Fuente y Alberto Toribio García. Muchos nombres: Heart to Heart International, Alca Products, Maybe Motion Pictures, Be Social, Brasco, Emmanuel School of India, muchos nombres: Alpauto Paints, Galindo's Gardens y Ocean Landing, así como Red Rock Chocolate Factory, están ahora mismo en el top 10. Así que enhorabuena a todos los que han conseguido llegar hasta ahí. Y vamos a ver esta situación entre Víctor Lobato y Adrián Baeza. Lo consigue. y sí que lo consigue con relativa comodidad. Víctor Lobato consigue arrebatarle la posición en este momento a Adrián Baeza. Adrián Baeza que se va a tener que mantener en la persecución. El número 16 manteniéndose todo lo cerca que puede. El número 24 Brasco delante de él y B-Social detrás de Víctor Lobato. Así que a ver cómo acaba la cosa entre estos dos, que parece que va a estar interesante ese intercambio de posición. Víctor Lobato que se queda cuarto, y vamos a continuar con vuestro permiso la retransmisión, o por lo menos lo que queda de esta carrera, en inglés, si nos importa. Y muchas gracias. Si queremos un pequeño swap al resumen de Adrián al español, que siempre te pillo por sorpresa, Adri. Siempre te busco el ataque ninja del resumen en castellano. Así que vamos a ver qué tal acaban nuestros corredores. Jesús Sicilia, que se mantiene con Heart to Heart International en la primera posición con un gap de 3 segundos respecto a sus competidores. Ahora mismo los que sí se mantienen juntos y en combate son David Pérez y Jonathan Álvarez, así como Víctor Lobato y Adrián Baeza, que allá van. Very good job between Víctor Lobato and Adrián Baeza, staying in a fight together, but I don't know if they are being able to improve their times as we get through the 20-minute barrier in this 30-minute session. We still have to see a lot of the drivers stop for the sip and goes, and I don't know if we are getting some of them already, but it's going to be interesting to see how that one goes.
Jonathan has passed David Perez. Something happened with David Perez. He lost a couple of seconds suddenly, and he has lost second place.
Having a little bit of trouble is David with Arca Products. Jonathan being able to stay in front with the motion pictures after the overtaken Conrad straight.
I don't know if it happened on the elbow or even earlier. That was weird. I probably David had some mistake or something happened to him, because he was 2.5 seconds behind Jesus Sicilia, and then lost like 1.5 seconds in just 2 corners. So maybe he ran wide on the forest elbow, and Jonathan Alvarez got the best of him.
If I have to bet, that the problems come in the dipper. So I don't know what exactly must have had happened with David Perez, but that dipper exit is very complicated as you approach the elbow. But it's right now I think he can recover if he doesn't have any damage on his car, but it seems that Jonathan Alvarez is trying to escape in any of the cases. If they stay exchanging positions in the straight behind and converts, that can win them speed to get closer to Jesus, but Jesus is going very fast right now.
But if they impede each other, which kind of looks like they will lose ground to Jesus Sicilia, and they have actually lost a bit of ground. So they will need to be good coordinated in the slipstream battle in order to get to Jesus, or rather bit earlier than him. Although we are just 7 minutes 50 to the end of the race, and so far we haven't seen any of the leaders go to the pits. That might not be very far in the picture.
The reality of the case is that they even can't help themselves bump drafting or in any way. If they can give themselves a little bit of draft and a little bit of speed to get to this very fast driver in front that we see in Jesus Sicilia with Heart to Heart International, the number 8 is staying consistently in a great pace. But we see that it could be the situation happening now, and I think both of them, David and Jonathan Alvarez, up to this point, that they might be aware of that fact in the situation.
A bit late, but it could work. I don't say it will. I don't say it will, and I don't really think it will, but it could. And that's something they have to bet on, because that will be probably their only chance at this point in the race to catch the leader.
Let's see what we get from Jonathan Alvarez. Maybe motion pictures staying in front. Alca Products behind with David Perez, the number 19. And we are 6 minutes and 20 seconds to get to the end of timer in the session. After that, we will have to see the rest of the lap. Just so you ladies and gentlemen know. And I must remind all of you that in the GHA jackpot today, the converted numbers that didn't appear between 1 and 36 are 12, 13, and 14. So the equivalents are going to be 37 for the number 12, 38 for the number 13, and 14 for the number 50. I hope that you guys and gals have good luck in that GHA jackpot. So good luck to all of you. Remember to visit allgratefulhearts.org to take on those raffles as well. And if you want to visit gcracing.us to participate in our races, that's something you can do as well. If you know someone that wants to take on this magnificent races and win something in the process, then tell them to join GC Racing. I'm sure they're going to have lots of fun, and and what I'm sure is that all the drivers are getting to learn and hone their skills a lot, especially amongst the top 20 drivers that always give magnificent performance, especially the drivers in the top, of course. That's something very logical up to this point, as you might know.
I gotta say, Carlos, that I'm a bit disappointed, but not in the quality of the racing or any situation related to the racing, but in the lack of marsupials and kangaroos that we have seen in this race. We've been racing in this racetrack for more than 3 hours, and I haven't seen a single kangaroo at Bathurst. I consider that an offense as a race fan.
This is a scam.
Yeah, this is not Bathurst. This is a exact copy in, I don't know, France.
We have it, but it's eating. It's hiding. Pop the kangaroo. It's somewhere in the forest, but I'm sure.
To be fair, they are jumping very well up the grid. Yeah.
For sure. And I'm sure the ones that are going to jump every step of the way are going to be Jonathan Alvarez and David Perez, that are going to have to fight together, as well as Adrian Baez and Victor Lobato, the number 26 and the number 16. Fighting together, be social, chasing that car from Brasco in the hands of Victor Lobato. And we haven't been able to see those pit stops in the sip and
I'm
go.
starting to think that they might not get to the pits at all. They might make it on field the whole race, and that's surprising.
I'm not sure if they're going to be able, but it seems that they are trying to do that. Jesus Italia in front, and still in front. And I don't know if they are trying to adjust as much as possible the timing for the stop. We already had a few drivers having to make that stop, but I don't know if it was for different reasons that what we expected.
I mean, it's pretty late in the game. Would you leave that pit stop for what it is essentially the last lap of the race? That's not usual, at least. But let's see.
The number 8, the number 19, the 34. In the top 3 right now. And David Perez with Alca Products being able to stay in front of Jonathan Alvarez. Adrian Baez is still trying to chase and stay behind, close to Victor Lobato.
And in fact, we're gonna say that David Perez overtook again Jonathan Alvarez. So that was a change of positions, and that was not an easy task for him because he recovered very well from that apparent mistake that he had at some point in the downhill section of the mountain. And well, he is doing pretty well for himself so far. With I think he's coming to the white flag, the final lap of the race.
Last 70 seconds of the timer of the race. After that, they'll have to finish the last lap. Jesus Sicilia is approaching the finish line, and he's about to enter the last lap of the day. Still staying in front is Jesus Sicilia with Heart to Heart International. And it seems that they're going to go all the way without a stop. They're going to be able to do so. But if they, maybe they're going to get themselves in trouble trying to exploit the capacity of the tank so much. I don't know what's going to happen. But there we go with the number 8 Heart to Heart International in front with Jesus Sicilia. Again, David Perez staying 2 seconds behind, and I must say that they've recovered a little bit of distance, but not as much as they need to approach Jesus.
And I think that Jonathan has lost a little bit of ground. David Perez has done a fantastic job in these last few stages of the race. Probably he has saved a bit of tire. Running behind him, and well, he's taking off to secure that second place. But I think first place is a foregone conclusion again to the winner of the first stage today, who was Jesus Sicilia, and he might get his revenge.
Sweet revenge indeed. It's going to be if nothing goes wrong in the last seconds of the race and the lap for Heart to Heart International and Jesus Sicilia, the number 8, approaching the end as they go through the chase, approaching already Murray's corner, the last turn, and there we go. Through the finish line is Jesus Sicilia. Congratulations to him. Very well done, my friend. Jonathan Alvarez finishing second, or was David Perez that finished second?
David had an issue, maybe. I think he has not crossed the line. That's weird. I don't know if it's a timing issue, but well, it did look like David Perez finished second, but that's something happened there. I'm not completely sure. The standings show him second ahead of Jonathan Alvarez, but something happened there.
Not quite 100% sure, but that's the way it went. David Perez staying in second position at the end. Jesus Sicilia staying first. That's something I'm sure of. And there we go with the last drivers that are finishing their laps, going through the finish line. We can see Beñat Artano with SRP, the number 30, stopping to the side. And I must remind all of our viewers that when we are finished with the rest of the drivers in the session, we will proceed to see after a little break the jackpot numbers, in which you, the viewers, can get to win $10,000 if you get it right. So let's see what happened with those numbers in there, as we are watching Samuel Buikema, the number 43, with Regency Beauty Pageant. David Perez still stopped to the side, and I don't know if he's not sure of what happened either, because
there's like the time is still running for him while the others are still out. I'm not sure what happened there, but he should have been second. So maybe that's a mistake for the computer, or maybe he didn't reach the finish line.
Not exactly sure. We're going to have to check it out with the system, and let's see what the computer program says. It seems that he finished in front, actually, from Jonathan Alvarez, but not exactly sure what happened with No, there we go with Jonathan Alvarez. Oh no, that's a Be Social car in front, but Jonathan Alvarez was behind, so yeah, he finished second for sure. There we have it. Confirmed. 100% confirmed. Thank you very much, Chris. Thank you very much for letting us confirm visually that David Perez finished second, the number 19 with Arca Products, doing a great job in the grand session. Surprising to all of us that they didn't have to stop. They managed to not consume the fuel. I don't know what they give to the car. I don't know if they're getting whiskey inside the car or something, and they're feeding it into the fuel tanks. But that's the way they did it. They went through it the whole way. So we're going to take a quick little break, and we will be right back with the jackpot numbers, and let's see if we can get some of the drivers to have an interview with them. We're going to take a quick little break, and we will be right back. See you right away.